I've been sipping on ricotta, gon' pop me a bottle, pour me up a drink. Yeah, she been sipping on ricotta, gon' pour her a bottle, pour her up a drink, pour us up a drink. A ricotta, we gon' have a drink of ricotta. Everybody drinking ricotta. Get you some ricotta. Oh, I've been sipping on ricotta. I've been sipping on ricotta. I've been sipping on ricotta. Ricotta or more. Drink like a boss.
Milwaukee, get ready as the McCartier Cognac Tour presents the one, the only Boosie.
Call me bad, and I punish.
It's Boosie Badass live in concert Saturday, November 5th at the Miller High Life Theater with special guest Cardi B. And here comes Detroit Barbie.
Make that spin them shit.
Hosted by me, Reggie, smooth as butter. With core DJ Cam. Tickets available now at the Miller High Life box office. Bouchard's on 76 or at Liquor Outlet 5417 North Lovers Lane. It's Boosie Badass live Saturday, November 5th at the Miller High Life Theater.
Yeah. And the pain, I ain't never changed. No. When they talk, take the edge and threw dirt on my name. I ain't never changed. I've been a real one, and I'm still one.
Super dumb drip. Baby, diamonds drive you crazy. Listen by the wrist, keep that 40 by the hip. I got that super dumb drip.
Yeah, black excellence. I am excellently black with intelligence. I am heaven sent. You are now tuned in to the Slicktalk with Scalez podcast.
We on the air? Yeah, y'all there now? Damn. Hold on, man. Killer King like this shit already? Man, well, if you just tuning in, please share this shit while I do it myself. Share this shit everywhere that you can. Share. Oh, yeah, we looking pretty good, Trail. Yeah, man. Yeah, we looking good, man. Trying to make sure we get these visuals. Lighting is serious. It's all about lighting, man. You know, lighting look good. The camera can be whatever, but if the lighting, shout out to the lighting. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my video niggas who I learned that from over a couple of years, just watching them niggas and being nosy. Right. I don't want y'all to think like I took a master class and know this shit now. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about lighting. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, if you're just tuning in, please share this shit. This is episode 165 of the Slicktalk with Scalez podcast. We are back. It's Thursday, live from the compound. Shout out to my sponsors, Hustler, the Hustler Collection. They got energy drinks, condoms, blunt wraps, hookah pins, waters, whatever you need, man. Shout out to my dog Ali, man. Make sure y'all hit up Hustler to get the Hustler Collection. Tap in with them for whatever you need. Shit, they got it all. What up, Tia? Shout out to my other sponsor, Ricardo Moore. Steve-O, you know what's popping. Shout out to Blackout Entertainment. And shout out to the Playmaker also. Yeah, KB, you know what the fuck going on. So yeah, on that note, like I said, this is episode 165 of the Slicktalk with Scalez podcast. I got some special guests in the building today. You know what I'm saying? We lit, actually. We got a little studio audience building. And this is something I wanted to put out there to y'all. I'm gonna make a stat about this on Facebook too soon. Y'all more than welcome to come hang out at this motherfucker. People be writing me like it's a secret society or something to come out here and be on the show. All we ask is for you to be quiet because we live and I can't edit this shit. So if you in the back on your phone or you on the back jacking and shit, we can't edit you out our audio. But other than that, you can come smoke your weed, bring your drink, bring your hookah, whatever. Y'all more than welcome here at the compound to come fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? Anytime we record or doing the pod. So I just wanted to put that out there. Also, shout out to my Twitter people. Make sure you retweet this. You know what I'm saying? Hit that heart notification on that motherfucker. Also, my YouTube people, y'all know what to do. Smash that notification, like, subscribe button, all of that, so you know what's going on with the Slicktalk with Scalez podcast network. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the network is growing over here. You know what I mean? Also, my Facebook people, y'all know what's going on, man. Share the shit everywhere that you can. Shout out to my man behind the camera, my dog Trail. You know what I'm saying?
Boy made it.
Your boy made it. Yes, sir. Also, my co-host Don holding it down always when we say what up to the people. Huh? This nigga.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
And on that note, man, this Saturday, we got the homie Boosie gonna be in the city of Milwaukee. So it's 2 events I want to promote on Saturday. First of all, at 2 p.m., he'll be at Clinton Rose Park doing a meet and greet. You can also register to vote. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all how important this vote is. Y'all see me roll up marijuana on my platform, smoke weed on here. So I need Governor Evers, you know what I mean, to win and shit. I need people who rolling with him to stay in so they can get that weed referendum shit passed here in the state. So we got to get out and vote for these. I know the elections be sounding like bullshit to a lot of us. This ain't Scalez. Ain't nobody paid me to say this or nothing. I'm actually pushing this to y'all because I know how important this election is right here for us and the shit that we like to do. You know what I mean? And the shit that we into. You know what I'm saying? The shit can actually change lives. Yes, sir. Talk your shit, Audie. But on that note, so after that, Boosie will be live at the Miller High Life Theater. You know what I'm saying? Coming back to do what he do once again. And opening up for him is one of my guests. You know what I'm saying? I met the homie when he was first kind of starting out, and it's good to see him 4 or 5 years later still on this gridiron. Y'all give it up to the homie Cardi Banks in the building with us today. Sir, yes, sir.
President for himself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, also, with him, we got a motherfucking, I don't even know how should I do this one, Don? A legend?
No, the 2 bottles. The hustler can and the can, not the other, on the other side. There we go. Okay.
So, I don't even know how to introduce this guy, you know what I'm saying, correctly. You know what I mean? Give him this proper introduction. You know what I'm saying? No, for real, man, because we get flowers over here on my platform. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, you know what I mean? We got a legend in the building. He just dropped the album this week. You know what I'm saying? He pulled up on us, gave us an exclusive. He doing media day. He was with the big homie Homer Blow earlier. Shout out to my brother Blow. You know what I'm saying? And now he here with Slicktalk in the night. You know what I mean? To sit down with the gangsters one time and talk about this shit, man. On that note, my big homie who kept me booked all motherfucking summer. So when you was on my Instagram and on my social media congratulating me about Summerfest, State Fair, Black Arts Fest, Black Film Festival, Milwaukee Film Festival, anything professional that you seen my black ass at on that stage with that microphone being able to do what I do was courtesy of my big brother. Y'all give it up for Audie in the building today, man. Come on, man. My stocks went up. Yesterday's price wasn't today's price once the summer was over. I'm like, oh no, I don't take them kind of phone calls. We was at State Fair. What you talking about, nigga? I did 2 hours at State Fair. I don't take them kind of phone calls anymore, baby. You know what I'm saying? Blowing big in the back. You know what I mean? We smoked out Summerfest, all that shit, man. Doing it real. Now you feel, Audie, man?
I feel great. I ain't gonna hold you like I feel great. We get been waiting to get up here fuck with y'all and shit. I really just came to smoke weed with y'all. That's cool.
You come on back, you know. I bought some of my first gas from Audie, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been smoking gas for about 20 some odd years now. And I bought some of my first getting ass off the east from my dog Audie.
It was really 400 to zip.
Yeah. Well, my mama, he like, I can only give you this little ass. Actually, you might have been on 480 where the barbershop was on Center. He like, I can only give you this little piece, JR. You know what I'm saying? But I'm giving it to you, my nigga. That's when that shit was whacking back then. That's when you knew it was gas, too, though. You knew that shit was gas. All of it was gas. Wasn't no in between. You know what I'm saying?
Funny name for me, you know, when the new spread every day.
Facts.
That shit grew, man, just like all play. The whole game grew. Shit.
So, on that note, man, I'm trying to tell you something. It's the name of the album, right?
Yeah.
It's available everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? What number album is this in your career, bro?
Let me include
like even
the nation. Probably like six. Yeah. I did probably this my 4th by myself. And then
keep the next
year was with this album, and then we did that joint called The Bootleg, and that became an album somehow. So yeah, about 6 albums. Shit. But I got mixtapes, you know, Nick did pretty mixtapes. Fuck with SoundCloud, shit you couldn't put out, and you know everybody but might have not, you know, fucked with or whatever. But hell yeah, the 6th been the best one. You know, I don't be like this straight R&B.
Yeah.
R&B out.
Yeah, no, I mean, me and Don noticed that earlier when we gave it a run through. Like, You know, because I'm used to the Hampton. You know, I'm used to the Hampton House and I'm used to the Hampton House and cigarettes and soul food and you know what I mean. That shit that we do. So that's very hip hop based. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard this one, you know, I know you can do all that shit because you know from R&B Live and from our roots and shit, we coming up with you, but I never heard you do a whole project that way. So that was what I thought was different from being a fan of yours from listening to this one. Like he went straight R&B for real. Like
that was River Waters though. It's like when he first came with the first joint, and I just like the vibe, and he kept bringing me these other tracks, even though you know Shine knew all most of my shit, and it was like 3 of those tracks that set it off, and I was like, God, this shit real R&B-ish, but you know, like his influences are changing, all them other niggas. So
Eric Bellinger and all them type of niggas.
So I just, you know, the vibe was the vibe and the, you know, Jones was strong. So that's what did it. I was like, okay, shit, we gonna do it. It's gonna be some straight R&B shit.
Shout out to the homie River Waters. Y'all check him out. He got some dope shit. They got some dope shit. Kind of hybrid artist. Ain't that what people call it a little bit?
The rhyme that you hear on my society.
No, I wasn't tripping. I be understanding. You know what I'm saying? When I don't be on the project, it just be a vibe. I'm a part of y'all catalog. Though. I don't I be honored that I just be a part of a nigga catalog. When you go to his Spotify, I'm on there somewhere. You know what I mean? I might not have been on the most recent album he put out with Ray Rizzy Traxx. I got a lot of my musical brothers, you included, that I don't be tripping when y'all put out a project and I ain't on there.
I don't be understanding.
What, when I don't have a feature on every project?
I ain't
when you ain't on there.
Man, I'm in God mode.
This nigga come see me say he don't like email, and he's like, you know,
I
gotta be there. I'm like, you know how
I know I do like that.
This is no cap, you know. And even in front of the niggas, you can ask my co-pilot, she'll tell you that most of this shit be that shit be in my boxes and shit. You know, I wake up my room and then I go right to that little park and the studio will be right there. And then so like when it hit me, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, no cap. I was live doing the cook-up. The audio like that last beat was fire. I just ignored his comment.
Gotta get them first.
No, we gotta link y'all, man. We gotta get them vibes on there.
I fuck with you guys.
Yeah, I know you do.
I fuck with you. But that should be spirit though. You know, it just comes right.
And it be timing too. It be timing, man.
That's what I mean by spirit.
And so let me ask you this because I speak to this a lot on the show. You being a vet in this shit, collaboration is key. And I just heard you speak big about River Waters, even just with this project that you put out, your most proud project. You collaborated for about half of the project with him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even like myself, right now I'm on the radio, but it's off of collaboration. JR Scalez by himself, you know, I had a little motion, motherfuckers fucking with my shit, but I'm on the radio because me, Traxx, and Mecca came together to do a record. You see what I'm saying?
That hip hop.
Exactly.
It's right there.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I think the city don't do enough of that, but you see a lot of that in the industry though, which is weird to me. But I mean, they doing it because it's a bag behind it for real, but it's a bag behind it for us because streams and all that shit count if you got your shit registered, right?
Like niggas, like before that shit get on Spotify, my shit is I've already been on ASCAP registering my shit.
Come on, man.
I'm already doing the shares and shit. I do all that shit. But as far as you saying the collabos, we should but we don't because like it's easier for the rappers to do that shit. It's easier. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like
why is that?
Because like y'all they club together, they niggas be in the streets together, niggas be Instagramming and jacking together, they coming together. Like the musical people, you know what I'm saying? Most of these niggas is the gig in church. You know what I'm saying? So like I try to stay, you know, tapped in.
Yeah, outside.
Honestly, from a producer's perspective, I really think the R&B niggas' egos is bigger than rappers.
It is.
Y'all
come with a lot of this and that.
Yeah.
And they come with a lot. They get
the streets.
They get the female dick ride out the gate.
Yeah.
We gotta build our dick ride up a little
You
bit.
tell an ugly motherfucker ask me that can sing right, it's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It made me think I'm fine. Nigga. This shit is different.
For real. Facts. Do you think R&B is dead?
Yeah, but you know what? The fact that everybody started saying it, it brought it back. Like even when Tank said, man, I'm gonna quit. And then when we hit so hard, but then, you know, after that, it still was a void. You can have a motherfucker like, I ain't knocking him, but when you got a motherfucker like Jacquees saying, I'm the king. Like, damn, Chris, when Chris do more hip hop than singing, that shit, it waters it down. But, you know, shout out to a motherfucker like Tank, who after he said he was gonna quit, this album bang. And he getting spins too.
Where do you put artists like Lucky Day?
They don't get that. They don't get the pub they need because his age bracket, they don't have radio for that. Like this nigga can sing. He really sing. You can tell his influences too in his music. Like he might be Prince. A lot of motherfuckers this age on this age listen to Prince. They just know other niggas. Right? You know, they know the songs their moms probably listened to, but they didn't get into a Prince album. And dude has done his homework. So
he very D'Angelo Prince.
Very D'Angelo. So years later, he gonna be played on 98.3. He gonna be played on, you know, those radios that play those music. But those are clear channels.
Does that even matter anymore?
What?
The radio play?
No, but even okay, so take it out of radio, you take it to Spotify playlists. That's what Diddy was talking about.
Yeah.
He like, y'all not featuring Lucky Day when he dropped his new single. He not at the top of the Spotify playlist next to Lil Uzi Vert and Bad Bunny and all these motherfuckers that's really, you know, killing the shit. They not getting the placement is what.
Because hip hop still running that shit.
Yeah, hip hop still running.
Hip hop run stream. So it's more young motherfuckers that's more in tune with their phones and their computers than older motherfuckers. Right. Motherfucker, you got two parents with 8 motherfucking kids in the house on their phones doing music and shit. Dude, that's why YouTube, and they be like, they told me, they was like, well, I heard and like, Facebook is a social media retirement home. Well, shit, all my people on Facebook.
Yeah.
They don't do YouTube like that.
Facts.
I find the R&B conversation odd because we live in a city where the biggest nights in the city is R&B nights.
Because we're a soulful city.
Because we're a gospel city.
Yeah, we're a very churchy
city. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
they want to hear. They really want to come in here, motherfuckers sing, or niggas that be doing that go out and sing it. They want to get their shit off.
You gotta think about it, bro. You do a podcast with the son of somebody that actually made it out of here. And white people love his R&B. You get what I'm saying? My daddy R&B is infamous with white people in the state of Wisconsin. So you get what I'm saying? Like even when I be at R&B Tuesday and I see some young white girls singing Keisha Cole, I be having to remember like, oh, white people in Wisconsin do fuck with R&B music, like hard, like they do.
That's why I was trying to get to the when y'all was talking about like the battle and stuff like that. I was like, no, I'm just keeping it true.
Oh, I was bringing it up.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, what I was saying was it's the difference. Like Milwaukee is a soulful city. Where like you gotta think even the niggas who made it that were entertainers, not people who wrote songs or was trying to get in like in a genre of music. I'm talking about the Eric Renee's, the motherfucking Al Jarreau's, the motherfucking Harvey Scalez, the motherfucking DeMonte Posey, even you know, even Lil Quentin that play like that's a church, but Shine motherfuckers. These church motherfuckers, these are soulful motherfuckers. So I was going to say that like it's different. Like my show's so soulful that I know I could put my show up against a rap motherfucker because I came from that. I got hip hop still a feel in my show, but people like y'all don't care about the show. You care about the show when it's a fucking movie. When it's an act, when we acting, we're not acting up here. This is my soul. This is my spirit. So you really ain't battling me, you battling the voice, and the voice just can't be fucked with. And that's just like, and that's to anybody. Because I know when I come with it, and I ain't jacking, like Homer said this shit today. And I don't need, I came from the church or whatever, all of us kind of did. It's different if it's people that church are singers. Motherfuckers that sing are singers. It's a difference. And when a motherfucker can tug on them, it could be a motherfucker right now who just pop 2 motherfuckers. And he come to the show. When you can put a tear in that motherfucker eye, that's when you know that shit's real. So
what he's saying reminds me of what D-Rock was saying
show.
with the comedy shit. Remember, that's what D-Rock was kind of saying with these young comedians compared to what he did. You know what I'm saying?
You can't go where I go.
Yeah, you can't go where I go. You can't go to a children's hospital and make a bunch of white kids laugh, and then come to the ghetto and make drug dealers laugh. You know what I'm saying? And go to church and make the saved people laugh.
And I can do that, and I ain't jacking. You've been with me. We can do state fair. It ain't nothing but white people.
Lil Bro be there. Lil Bro been at every show this summer.
Dog.
He know.
And you know what it is.
And
When he was talking about the battle, because on the way back from Atlanta, I played Traxx album. So while I'm playing Traxx album,
Nice too.
no, it's nice, bro. Him and my people in the car, they thought I was, because I got R&B playlists, so they thought I just had like Eric Bellinger and them type of niggas. He like, damn, that was Traxx. I'm like, yeah. He like, dog shit, call. Then when he found out y'all was battling, he like, oh no, dog, because he like,
I seen this show.
he like, I done seen bro show. He like, and I done seen it in different spaces. You get what I'm saying? He done seen us in different spaces, like. So he done seen it with a packed room, couple motherfuckers there. You get what I'm saying?
White
big venue, white motherfuckers, black motherfuckers, old motherfuckers, kids. He's seen it this summer. You know what I'm saying?
Inquiring minds want to know.
What's that?
Why aren't we doing the battle?
Well, Montre and Yuli just canceled that shit too. Oh, yeah, Montre and
Look,
Yuli
yeah,
canceled.
man,
The undercard got canceled.
I mean, real life, I already said that shit. I was like, if you want to go all out for a motherfucker, like, I do this for a living. I ain't got nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this because it's like, you do got an album. Okay, let's pub that motherfucker. But don't try to get your rocks off on me. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
I would have preferred y'all just did a show because y'all both dropped albums within 2 weeks of each other.
Oh, so that's another thing.
Just do a show.
That was chess. This ain't checkers. Yeah, that was chess. I let a nigga do his thing, talking shit.
He did not say that.
And he's still my
Trail said that.
He's still my little brother. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, honestly, I'm gonna let you just go keep on. I'm gonna let you have the whole platform and watch you blow your load. And then I'm gonna come with that shit. And it's undoubtedly.
Like, I want to ask Cardi this. You a younger dude, right? Mm-hmm. What R&B do you listen to?
When I listen to R&B, I definitely play like Chris Brown. You know what I mean? That new Chris Brown tape. Go see. You know what I'm saying? I don't really listen to too much R&B.
Is it because rap is singing so much now?
I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of rap going on right now. That's really what I've been listening to. No, I fuck with R&B. When I listen to R&B, I fuck with niggas like Trey Songz. You know, fucking this artist named St. John.
Yeah, I fuck with St. John.
Yeah, it's a cool motherfucker.
Because even when I watched your videos earlier, you do melodic type of shit, like the Don Toliver them type of vibe. You know what I mean? So
that ain't really R&B.
No, it's not. But I think that's what's kind of
stopping y'all,
blurring the lines for people where they can't really tell the difference. Like, okay, is Future singing or is he rapping? Like, I don't. What are we doing right now? Like, it's a slow song, so is this a ballad? Like, but Future's a trapper. You see what I'm saying? So it blurs the lines for people who aren't musically inclined.
They just call it music.
Yeah, they just call it music.
You can't even box that shit in. You can't really put no genre on that shit. Because it ain't like full R&B. It ain't no singing that shit. It ain't no rapping that shit. It's like, can't really box it in.
I think it's us.
It's black people.
It's us.
It's frequency, man. Yeah, it's frequency.
That's why Diddy was on. We gotta change the frequency
like this. It's whatever keep you doing like this. And if that shit keep the party going, we ain't slowing it down. We ain't gonna speed it up. We know y'all high. We know everybody slurp. We know everybody slap. We're gonna keep on. We're gonna use that same frequency to rock every song. We're gonna put auto tune on that shit and let niggas rock that shit. And some niggas be spitting in that shit. So I don't knock the shit. I don't knock the shit. I ain't the old geezer that be saying, "Oh,
Harvey and I completely disagree with the. Should it be a show or should it be a battle? And the only reason why is because Harvey, I'm like this with man. You know how much you can get accomplished by saying it's a battle.
You know what? I totally dig it.
You know what I mean? Like.
No, I mean that's the only reason people are interested online
because it's a battle. Yeah. Like even if we say, okay, it's gonna be Audie and Traxx doing a show at Mr. B's, people gonna be interested. People gonna be interested, right? But when you say Audie and Traxx finna battle, that motherfucker Parker like gonna be around the corner. Because we love that shit.
We love it. Y'all, but this is the only thing, like, and I ain't gonna even say the but. The only thing is that our difference in our age gap, and this was brought to me, because I'm like, shit, once I do that thing, like, I hear that simultaneous like that, like, oh, he won. But, you know, without that, if it come to having the internet and you praise who gonna do what, who gonna like what, like his internet base is nice. Like, you know, he's a jovial guy. He's funny.
Like, how will we decide a winner or
not? We not. You don't decide a winner on verses. Motherfuckers say what they say in the comments, but who cares?
So that's like, no, but I was saying,
but the people deserve right.
Okay, now any way you slice it, all I wanted, what I said was a fair ground. Like, if you gonna use the DJ, I'm gonna use the DJ. If you gonna use the band, I'm gonna use the band. Like, if even with those two things, I don't care if you use a parachute and fly out the window. Like, you dead bird, tall grass, anyway. But we still gonna make it even. I'm trying to help you though. Dead bird, tall grass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rough. I'm protecting y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm protecting y'all. So, and this is real life, because the voice is the voice. You talking to a nigga who done been around the world, the country singing without no theatrics. All it was me in the band, or me by myself. I rock 40,000 by myself. I ain't trying to hear that. So I ain't got, it ain't that I'm proving that I'm like, let's do it. But if you want to get your rocks off on me, that ain't how you gonna do it.
And y'all can get your rocks off on each other though.
I ain't got to do that. I don't want to say I'm better than dude.
It's not about that though.
Well, if it's a battle, that's what it is. It's about who better.
It's a winner or a loser in a battle. As far as when I come from.
So what I'm saying is, you grab that ball and chain with the spikes on it.
It's about boosting both of y'all fucking screaming numbers. That's what it's really about. So then, for motherfuckers who in the business,
that works too.
We know that's what Versus is really about. Boosting streaming numbers. Who gives a fuck who wins or loses? Like the
culture wins.
The culture wins. Mm-hmm. And I'm big on culture. Mm-hmm. From the moment I built my first studio, mm-hmm. I was about culture. I had every motherfucking rapper in the city in my shit. Inclusion. Mm-hmm. And so it makes me sad when y'all can't come together on it but by semantics. We talking about is you gonna use a band or you gonna use a DJ?
What's about it?
Let's set up for both.
Like right.
I said set up for both.
Set up for both.
Set up with a band and a DJ up there. Set up for both. So you can come however you want to come. We got to set up for both.
No,
Mariana had both.
And then like I said, let us, if we're gonna use a 4-piece band, you pick 2 people, I pick 2 people. Now y'all heard me say that, and I ain't heard nothing else after. It was like either that or make it look like 1200, and I ain't hear nothing else after that.
Well, two, you know.
Yeah, because I was like, y'all gonna pay my band for coming out.
Okay, and we raised money online, right?
I don't know what they was doing.
We raised money.
Like, I just say they the business.
They go pay for it.
Like I did it so much.
That's how bad they want to see it.
That's how bad people want to see it. They gonna pay for it.
It's just like the Reggie and Tweezy shit. when Steve-O first called me, he told me he was turning that into a real thing, like he was getting the Turner Hall and doing all that. Didn't I laugh in his face? Now I said, dog, you crazy in the motherfucker.
And I said he snapped.
$500 later. $500 later, I'm like, I just made $500 promoting a Reggie and Tweezy fight. This ain't even a real fight, my nigga. But that's how thirsty our city be for that type of shit, bro. And they packed that motherfucker.
I want to see who the best is. Like I said,
and it was chill.
And it was chill. No problem. It was a beautiful event, actually.
That night was cracking.
Yeah, it was beautiful. The city looked beautiful.
I showed up in a 3-piece suit, like I'm motherfucking, like looking like Don King. Right, like I promoted the fight, bro.
Yeah,
like that shit
But
cold
we
to me.
did though. We was like the sports center.
Right.
Slicktalk was like the sports center for. We interviewed Reggie. We interviewed Tweezy. We interviewed Ace.
Man, I was there at the weigh-in.
We had Steve-O there.
I recorded the weigh-in.
Like,
I was there
that
and interviewed at the weigh-in.
That's the kind of shit I wanted to do.
I know you
with
told
the
me that.
battle.
I told Don. I mean, I told Traxx
We
that
can make it a
also.
whole, thing. But what we gonna do is, like, I'm gonna put it to the people while we got motherfuckers watching this shit. If you come in there with a rumble, and I come in there with a tinkle, it's easy to say y'all had a stupid ass show.
See, listen,
Hold on, let me finish. Don't cut me off.
Okay.
But what I was saying is, if I wind up doing that, and he wind up doing that, I don't care about you. We don't care about your show. We care about your records. Fuck that. So we just gonna make it even so we can do our records.
Right.
All of it coming out. If you got dancers, we don't care about that shit.
Audie, you are 100% right. Which is why when I was talking to Scalez about Slicktalk taking over to putting it together, we was just gonna make a uniform.
Yeah,
you don't have no choice.
That was my thing.
You don't have no choice. We're gonna take it out of both
But
your
he didn't
hands.
want to do that.
When I battle rap,
He gonna do
that's
it.
how shit was. Like, you battle raps, you know what I mean? Like, it was an even playing field. Like, only way you had home court advantage is when I used to have to go to New York or New Jersey to battle niggas. But that's the only way. The playing field we was on was even. They had nothing but the crowd and home court for them, and it was our voices. That's it.
And if your voice is like that's what I'm saying. Don't be scared of the voice. The voice ain't even here right now. I'm speaking on behalf of that. Like, just let that motherfucker do what he do.
Right.
You said you a singer now, we gonna sing. Like, fuck how loud the beat cracking and how motherfuckers like, because if it comes to just, if you can make the crowd say ho or whatever, I'm gonna make the crowd sing. It's gonna feel like Sunday morning, and you ain't no way you gonna win against that. I don't care who it is.
Talk your shit.
Talk
your shit. We're gonna make this shit a reality.
We gonna make it.
We're gonna make this shit a reality. I'm not having it. It's not going away on my watch.
This thing. He come with a DJ. If he even said, I'm gonna come with a DJ and do my show. Right. And I said, okay, well, I'm gonna bring the band. Dog, when that band cranked up and when it get melodic and that shit start feeling a band of real live music will make a hard rock cry, nigga. Come on, man.
I get it.
So I'm just saying we're gonna make it even for both of us.
Why don't we make it even and do a band?
Yep.
For both of y'all.
We both get
it's gotta be a neutral band.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it that. I would say nice.
I mean, neutral band.
Let's get cigarette break.
No, that's basically my band. That's another band. No, that's not my band that I use when I'm doing it, but I gig so long with them niggas, I ain't even gotta do nothing with them. I ain't gotta turn. Come on, man. They gonna get y'all the theatrics.
They just had 20th anniversary and we performed it that.
Come on, cut it
We
out.
gotta have it, bro. We gotta have it. It's gotta happen. We got to. The people.
It's
the
gotta
people
happen.
have spoken.
So, Audie, what do the title of the album? I'm trying to tell you something. What do that?
Just tell you something. Like, I was just saying, like, yeah, my heartbeat too. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody know the brass and like all the other audience shit, but like I real life, like I go through love shit. I go through whatever.
Robin said it don't gotta happen.
Who? Robin who?
Reese, yeah.
Oh, it's gotta happen, Robin.
He's like, I don't want to go to no funeral. Everybody be dying.
No, B Soul said it's kind of like
Yo,
Anthony.
shit.
B Soul said it's kind of like Anthony Hamilton versus The Dream. They both cold but different.
And that's fine.
And then
Styles
somebody
make
said
fights.
that's not a good match.
Styles make fights.
That's true.
He said I've heard some of Traxx songs, then all these songs, so I don't know.
We talking. I'm a fight game guy.
Song for song, and Traxx
Styles
said
make
no.
fights, man.
Good.
Monterey, what's poppin'?
Who said no?
Robin said you said suggested song for song, and Traxx said no.
Yeah.
What you mean? That's how it was. That's how it was happening.
No, we off that.
Song versus song.
Okay. Well, that's I'm just reading y'all what the
Man,
comments is talking about to show y'all.
Man, listen. Stay tuned.
Shout out to everybody
Stay
tapped in
tuned
with us right now, man. We
Stay
appreciate
tuned.
y'all. Please stay
Watch
tuned.
me work.
But yeah, now back to what you were saying about the albums that you got a heart to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why you see the thumbprint with the
album.
With the needle arm on it. And it's like I'm just basically just singing what I've been through. A lot of this album this new shit that was inspired by, the motherfucker, like, motherfucker who you be fucking with at that time and shit. But 80% of this album was that motherfucker. So, and I'm just.
It was definitely some love in there.
Yeah.
Some love in there.
It's balance. It's balance on that motherfucker. Definitely balance. I would say my favorites are Already in the Stars, She Wanted,
She wanted.
and Guide Me Over.
She wanted it. She wanted it. That one.
Yeah, I probably just like She Wanted.
I did have one I just like. The one with the chick that was singing on it.
No, that wasn't a chick. Remember that was Mark Mitchell.
No, it was the chick. It was
The
the chick singing throughout the whole song. Like she was like part of the beat. Yeah.
It's like it's a sample.
Yeah.
Inhale. And that's crazy, motherfuckers.
I seen people in your comments on that joint too.
It ain't one of my favorite, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I just didn't like. I didn't like how the sample sounded. It wasn't you.
I
wasn't
ain't
the song.
about it. Everybody got their own cup of tea and shit.
Beautiful. That was producer here, where I'm like, because I told Scalez right after it came up, I said, man, I would have fucked that sample up. I'd have tweaked her down, made it sound lo-fi and shit. It would have sounded real wavy.
I was gonna say dreamy.
Yeah.
I'll be doing that shit too. You know what you're talking about?
No, for sure.
I know. So that was it. I just wanted motherfuckers to feel, instead of, because, most of the show be like some uplifting shit, some inspirational shit, but I got some love shit.
You gotta add that in there. I want to ask you these questions before we tap in with Carly. I want to ask you these questions. Who is? I got four. I got 4 or 5 questions. Who's your R&B GOAT? Who's your favorite, like your personal favorite? Who's overrated to you? Who do you hate? And who do you think is underrated? So we're gonna start with who you think is underrated.
Underrated? I wouldn't say Lucky Day. Like people don't listen, they
sleeping on it.
And y'all age.
I got one to get
you. Y'all age.
He been fired since he dropped too.
Yes.
I'm talking about the first song. He been rolling. That nigga ain't missed.
He ain't missed. Make no deal miss. Underrated.
St. John.
I was just gonna say it gotta be that nigga because I ain't heard it. I'm gonna check him out at the end.
All right, sure. Underrated for me. Brent. Brent Fire. That's my boy.
Sir
Hard.
I remember that. I remember when he dropped. He just came and went though.
Sir Hard. Sir Hard. Who do you hate? Man, I hate this shit.
Oh my God.
He good for that.
Man, I ain't gonna be wrong. Like, okay, are you talking about like an R&B or a
R&B
that's like singing right now?
Yeah, R&B.
I might have to
singing
bump
right
into this nigga one day because we be like on the same shit. Like, dog, who be fucking with my ears is the Raheem Devon nigga.
Mm-hmm.
He just like, he just
Screaming.
He ain't even screaming. I don't know. It just don't do it for me. It ain't. You lucky?
I understand. I'm gonna say a legend. Babyface.
Well, he just dropped a
Hey,
slap.
Babyface wasn't no singer. He was a writer.
I fuck with Babyface the writer,
but he came at the right time.
Yeah, Babyface the singer.
He gave us jams.
Yeah,
He needed right. He made a lot of babies and shit. Over 1,000 songs, like in the top whatever. Stop it.
As a writer, he's a dope.
Yeah, you saying singing as well.
Singing, I'm like, yeah.
So yeah, I would say I hate it. I couldn't say and I couldn't jagged edge.
That's what I was about to say. Well, that was gonna be my 8 jagged edge. Overrated.
Overrated. Kills. I hate that. Nah. I don't know what it is.
I don't listen to it for that though. I don't think it's a vibe for me. It's more vibe music than it is singing.
Like, it is, but it's just so monotone.
I get what he's saying with the overrated.
So long, it just burned me out.
But she everywhere right now. You know what I'm saying?
And it, like I said, she just sing in 2 keys. She sing in 2 notes all day.
Trey Songz.
Yeah, overrated.
Not terrible, but he overrated.
Somebody else would have said this. He seemed like he made a lot of songs that Chris Brown should have made.
Yeah, like the ones Chris was like, nah.
He could have gave some shit to Marion either. I wouldn't give a fuck. Yeah. But I was talking about like out now.
He got one of my favorite R&B songs ever, Wonder Woman. But he's overrated. I'm not listening to no whole bunch of fucking Trey songs out. Never.
The ladies like Trey.
That's why he overrated.
Yeah. They just like him and shit. So he get the slide and shit. You know what I mean? Who your favorite?
These motherfuckers don't know nothing about.
Drop it on him so we can go like how you just put St. John on you. Yeah, drop it on him
so I don't be ready for that shit.
So I can go look it up.
I fucked with Donnie Hathaway.
He in the GOAT conversation. That was my next question.
Oh, okay. What you said?
So it's your favorite.
Oh, no, my favorite. Yeah, he's probably my favorite.
I can tell it's a very Donnie Hathaway influenced on what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I can see it. Favorite?
Let's say Bobby DeBard.
It's cold. Damn, that's hard right there, bro.
I know who your favorite
we go out.
I know who your favorite R&B group is.
Switch. Yeah,
Switch. That's what I
said Bobby DeBard, but I'm trying to think like I'm a solo nigga. I'm like, see, I think Mike the GOAT. So do he count for fave too? He don't count for my fave.
My favorite is Brian McKnight.
Brian dope.
Woo!
Brian was dope.
Something about how, like, as a singer, like he do it now. He just like he was so cold with his pitch that he didn't have to open his mouth and get ugly. Like the singers be waiting on you to get ugly, like sweat, nigga, cry, nigga. He just sat up there and he sang that shit. Something about that was holding him back.
You know who I always thought was cold? Joe.
Joe was cold. Somebody told me today he was cold, but they didn't like him.
I thought Joe
was just told me that today. He's like, he just didn't do it, but
Joe was cold.
They talked about Joe. Joe was cold. They fucked him up when R. Kelly came out. They started giving him R. Kelly kind of song.
Yeah. Trying to take him to the club and all that type of shit.
Yeah,
sure. So who to go?
Yeah,
I ain't mad at that answer.
Is D'Angelo catalog big enough to be considered a GOAT?
That's what he did.
It's what he did.
He made it possible for Bryson Tiller to be out here singing with bands and a t-shirt on.
Your song?
Neo Soul.
It's almost like street neo soul though, because it's a different type of neo. It's not Bilal with your shoes off, walking around with no shirt on. It's like street.
When I first seen it, when I first seen the nigga, I was like, the nigga got on a fucking black leather jacket, a t-shirt, cheerleaders, saggy jeans. And niggas be saying, oh yeah, he started, I mean, obviously started the braids and shit. No, D'Angelo was braided. Meth was braided. And them niggas, Iverson came with the braid. Iverson still had no haircut. The regular haircut. While them niggas had braids, like niggas was grinding. And he was singing and he was cold. And I was like, damn, and I'm a hip hop nigga. I was like, damn,
he definitely influenced Iverson because he's from Virginia. I know he influenced
all of them.
Yeah, he from VA, just like I.
So I was like, this the guy.
Shout out to VA. VA like the land of milk and honey.
Man, shout out to motherfucking D'Angelo.
Yeah, shout out to D'Angelo.
Yes. He's the godfather of neo soul. Like that shit is what make, like I said, niggas think they hip hop hard niggas can sing now. So that nigga.
Facts.
So,
yeah, as you said.
Oh, Mike, you know Mikey mine.
Yeah, I'm a big up for Bree who got here. It's Mike.
Hey, Mikey mine.
I
just go. I don't even count none of the 80s shit. He's still the GOAT to me. Like when
the 80s and shit and the 70s shit was the best.
That's what I'm saying. You know how Don, you already know how I feel about that.
That's when he was funny.
Yeah.
Nigga did something though ain't nobody ever did though. Ever. Y'all was born a black boy and got a white lady.
Yeah, got a white lady.
He told that nigga can do anything, dog. All right, look.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, I ain't even doing that.
No, I was bullshit.
No, because we were saying Mike was the GOAT.
He was so he was that nigga. It's like really motherfuckers, like all your aunties and shit.
I'll tell you,
it was made to Mike.
I'll tell you what. If Robert had liked the dope women, he'd be the GOAT. Ooh, Robert.
Kelly.
Oh. I never, I ain't jacking, ain't got to do this. I'm going to say this in here. I'm just fucking, I won't be fucking out the rest of the night. On my kids, I never felt R. Kelly. Not even from the time I heard 5. He just didn't do it for me. I don't know what it was.
But you a singer though. So you know what I'm saying?
But he grew as a singer. He grew as a singer. His vocal skills got uncanny. But he just didn't do it for me. It was something like, it just felt like it wasn't from here. It was just like, it's because I could do it. And if it do come from there, it's from conviction from all this fuck shit I'm doing behind closed doors. So if you see me shed a tear, it's because goddamn, I was just fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? Weird motherfucker.
Fact.
So that shit ain't right. Like I said, he never said with me from the time I knew it. I mean, I ain't say I knew that, but he was like, they ain't got all these chairs.
Like, bro, I would just go to YouTube, my nigga, and watch because Mike got 9 videos from the 70s, bro. He went solo, dog.
Ridiculous.
That off the wall and all that shit.
Ridiculous.
That shit fire, my nigga. I'm talking about still cold right now. I grew up in the era when he was Thriller, Mike. You know what I mean? And all that. So I didn't know nothing about late 70s Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? I didn't know nothing about him. All I knew about was the little kid, because I was a little kid. So I was like, damn, he's like an adult as a little kid. Like, who is dude? And my mama used to be like, that's Michael Jackson. And nigga, you be running around the house trying to be him and shit. That's him when he was little. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, this nigga. Now as an adult, I discovered the off the wall Mike. Oh, the dog was different, bro. He was different, bro.
What? The album from Thriller.
Yeah.
What?
That don't stop till you get enough and all that type of shit, man.
Did you hear I put that on?
Yeah, I put that on the album. That's why I was. You on the podcast, so I was circling around to that. You beat me to it. That's what I'm talking about. Good shit. Yeah.
I don't know. Probably, like I said, he did so much weird shit. Like he just threw him off the GOAT status. I don't like it.
I can dig it.
You're a musician. You don't like weird shit, man.
You know, I don't like
Because
Like,
all
Mike did do nothing.
all hip hop at the core though. You dig what I'm saying? That's what make him a little different than R&B dudes. No, he ain't talking about Mike. He talking about Kids.
No, I was saying.
Oh, you talking about Mike too?
Like,
Mike too.
your game gotta be around that shit. Like, come on, man.
Because you got niggas like Stevie Wonder. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
ain't never heard Stevie.
I don't even know where to put Stevie. Like in this debate that we having, where do I put Stevie without disrespecting him? You know what I'm saying? Like he just there. He Benjamin Franklin. He just there. He'd have to be president or nothing.
It's a light bulb for these niggas.
Ben Franklin was a motherfucker.
Yeah. So was Stevie.
Yeah. And it was all on Motown.
That's why Ben Franklin on the 100.
Like Stevie Wonder might probably have the greatest album ever made, bro.
And he outlived all of
his songs in the Key of Life.
He outlived all of niggas.
Like he was a GOAT in 4 like decades, bro. Like top 5 in 4 different decades. That's cold, bro. You a cold nigga if you can do that shit, bro.
You know, he was a
with no scandals. I mean,
no.
I know he like I heard he had some kids and some shit like that.
To use an audience, and he couldn't see no bullshit to get into.
Hey man, come on, man. You know,
So, on that note, man, to switch gears, man, Cardi, did you just drop a project?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I dropped the motherfucking take part Chris of the Fun. I dropped that motherfucker like 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay. So that's what you still pushing right now?
Yeah, I'm pushing that motherfucker right now. Yeah.
You got some visuals?
Yeah, I got like 2 visuals I dropped off that tape.
What's the name of the gym?
I got Neverland I dropped, and I got Forget It All.
Who shot
Neverland, my homie. What their name is? It's a group of like 2 white boys. They OC know their name.
No, I was looking at your visuals.
Their name Run Along Forever. And, Forget It All was shot by my homie CTN.
Oh, okay.
Movies.
CTM shoot movies. Shout out CTM, man. They do shoot movies. It was dope. When I was checking your shit out yesterday, I'm like, because Don will tell you, I sit on here because I love the young niggas and what they doing in Milwaukee. Like, I love that shit. I don't give a fuck if people don't like it. It ain't my favorite type of music, but I just love the energy that's behind it because I come from that. I used to be one of them niggas 15 years ago, 20 years ago. So, but when I see visuals is where I have a problem at because it's like everybody shooting the same video. Like literally it's they guys with some guns, some lean, some weed in somebody's room. It's one shot. Like they might edit it nice, but it's one shot. But like when I was watching your shit, like you was walking around a field with like a straight jacket on. I'm like, oh, this nigga on some other shit from like a drone shot, bro. I'm like, oh shit, like. You know what I mean? And I know where you come from. You know what I mean? I know what you eat. You know what I mean? I know your turf, where you from. But I'm like, I like to see niggas do that type of shit visually because ain't no borders with video. That's the purpose. That's what video created. There's no construction.
But I actually think that's on the videographers more than that is on the artists. I haven't been around a bunch of different videographers and shit. They love doing running guns. It's easy for them. So it's them being lazy.
But I think though, Cardi, so in your situation, did you have any influence on the storyboards for those? Or
I got work on my video.
That's dope.
No, a lot of times, like what he said though, a lot of artists don't know what they be trying to do, so the videographer put that shit together. But all my videos, I just think that's in my head, and I see what the videographer really bring all that shit like that.
Like for instance, when the joint I did at Tweezy's store. When Ray shot it, when he shot it that day with us, when he got done with the video, he was like, bro, I love doing this type of shit because I didn't have to do nothing with it. I'm like, yeah, I had the set already. You get what I'm saying? I knew who he was going to do it at. I knew what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? I had Mecca finger drumming. You know what I'm saying? I had set up all the shots. All he had to do was make sure he got it right. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he was like, man, I love working with niggas like this. You know what I mean? Like, the next video is a discount. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, that's love. You know what I mean? So that's what I was saying. I like the fact that you pushing. You know what I mean? You pushing the borders with your vision.
Yeah, gotta be different with this shit. You gotta stand out. Everybody should look the same. Like you said, everybody posted on the block in front of the gas station with their little heats out. With all they niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit look the same. You gotta stand out.
And they get you in the other bracket. So when I say other bracket, they come out.
The whole world.
Colors of people.
It's like when you trying to attract a lot of these niggas just want to be big in the water. That's why they should look how it looks. You know? That's what you trying to get to. Want the world to see this shit.
Make the crowd read this out yourself and grab a whole nother motherfucker. Like, ain't nobody gonna think a nigga that be like you said, from the east in the middle of the thing. Man, come on, Look at that shit as soon as I charge my phone. Shit.
I was impressed by both of the joints. I watched 2 videos and I was like, okay, I see what Cardi on. Like he trying to be on some different shit. You know what I'm saying? And the songs was dope too, but the visuals, you know what I mean, was fire. I'm like, yeah, that's it right there. How long? So the Boosie event, right? You gotta. How long is your set?
My set like 15 minutes.
You bringing people out, or you just doing you?
It's a surprise. But no, I can get exclusive. You my boy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna bring sis up. You know, my sister do music too.
Yeah, facts.
Shit, we got a hard music joint in the heart. I'm gonna bring her up. I ain't really gonna bring nobody else.
Okay.
You know, I got certified from my beginning. He got his own shit. I'm doing it for myself.
That's what's up. How long you been doing music?
I'm 24 now. I've been doing music since I was like 14, so like 10 years now. 10 years.
Who do a lot of your production, or most of your like production? You get it from everybody? Or?
I ain't even gonna come on here and cut. I be getting a lot of my beats on YouTube.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I be on YouTube, type beats and shit. But I do got a lot of producers I be fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of producers I be fucking with. You know what I'm saying? I be getting packs, beat packs, you know, and shit. Like my boy Jerry Lee, I'm working with my boy Jerry Lee right now on a lot of dope ass shit. Yeah, that's pretty much it on this stuff.
You're definitely when I came to see me yet. You're definitely when I came to see me yet.
Oh yeah, we got a couple
Get you together. What you say, baby?
Yeah, man.
Come on, slide. Come see me and made it, man.
One of the things that, like I said, so I love the culture, I praise it, but even, you know, being a part of Black House, so I went to the team to free my nigga Looney. But that's one of the most heartbreaking things that's going on with this era. You know what I mean? And what's going on musically in our city. And even just in the culture of hip hop, period, is that either we losing niggas to gun violence or we losing niggas to the jail cell. You know what I'm saying? Like when they really have emotion, when they really having waves and shit, bam, like that, they're gone. You know what I mean? At the same time, it's like a double-edged sword. Like because I don't know if y'all been seeing lately, they've been on this rant about like gangster rap. Like the nigga from Get Out made a statement about it. Kanye been saying little shit.
Trying to sway the culture.
They're trying to sway the culture. You know what I mean? Like, do y'all agree with that? Or no? What's y'all views on that? Do we need to clean up the music a little bit? This for the audience too, if y'all want to chime in. This public forum.
Shit, it really ain't even been that much gangster rap.
I feel like people just sensitive.
I think we're in a very sensitive time. I agree with you.
Everybody just like really sensitive right now. Like
it's reminding me of what they doing to the comedians, what they doing to everything right now.
It's a little more disrespectful though. Like in the sense of like shit, beefing. The way they talk about it. Don't get me wrong.
I think the behavior needs to be cleaned up. I don't think the music got to be cleaned up.
It's always been beef.
Yeah, it's always
shit. I ain't been. It don't get me wrong. It wasn't no. I'm smoking on your mama right now.
Yeah, facts.
Back in the day, you know what
Right,
I'm saying?
that's what
I ain't
fucked up
even
the
that
game.
old.
That's what fucked up the game. But that shit was playing. It was systemically playing.
Fact.
And when that one manager, that one A&R nigga who put the story out, but wouldn't put his name because you know they had come for him. He told the story about when they had the secret meeting. You know, they motherfucking armed secret service motherfuckers was in there and shit. And they was telling them how we finna link the jails with the music, and the jails gonna become big business because we gonna filter the world with gangster rap, which is now drill music. And when niggas start sliding, we got a place for them to stay, and we gonna make money off of it. The thing is, change the narrative is like, my hood niggas, I don't even want to take this nigga time, but
No. We just talking right now. I asked Cardi what I'm talking. Now we open forum. We just talking.
Why hood niggas is having fun, even when for a minute it wasn't cool to dance.
No,
now they got their dances and shit. Y'all, the motherfuckers just gotta make the right songs that really ain't got nothing to do with killing the next nigga, because all niggas is the only motherfuckers who make music about killing niggas.
Like, so the other day when this was going on.
No, what? Fine. But it make it cold because you can be witty and real niggas that come from the essence of it. I can hear when a nigga got bars in there. But a nigga who beefing with a nigga around the corner and he high, he only hear it onto the slide. Then all the dancing shit go out the window and shit.
So the other day, I'm at Mr. B's, and we do a happy hour, and this is kind of an older crowd in there, right? So they be on the DJ about what he playing and all this shit, right? So he had played like some newer shit, and they came up there like, hey, cut that shit off. You see, we got grandmamas and shit here, right? So the DJ looked at me. I'm like, man, you gotta go back to like the late '90s, early 2000s. So I'm like, man, play More Money, More Problems. So I went back in my phone. He played it. Now it was fine. The owners was fine with it. The older people, because it got that Diana Ross beat. You know what I mean? So they sitting there, they chilling to it and shit. They nodding their heads. I get the Biggie verse, and I'm really listening to Biggie's verse. Now I performed this verse before, know it backwards and forwards, but for some reason in the club, I'm thinking about this subject with Kanye, and them talking about cleaning up lyrics. And then I'm thinking about, okay, this was like 25 going on 30 years ago when Big spit these bars, right? And I'm listening to it, and that is one of the most gangsterous verses ever. But it's what Audie said. His pen was so fucking witty that he got past radio. The man come on like B.I.G., P.O.P.P.A., no info for the DEA.
Federal agent.
Like, that's gangster. Come on, bro, we gangster. I'm showing you what we on. I don't know what Puffy and Mace was rapping about, but this is what I'm finna rap about on this motherfucker.
Federal agents mad because of flagrant. Tap myself
in the phone in the basement.
My team Supreme team. Triple Beam, my B-Guy. Can't you see?
Man, this was the number one song in the world, nigga. This was the number one song in the world, not just in America.
Yes, and hostess, girls on shoulders, man. Come on, man.
Gangster is it's gonna get. You feel me? Gangster is it's gonna get. For real, like. So that's why it's the delivery, the packaging, and it desensitizes. They numb. We're numb to the shit now. 20 rappers in 4 years. That's unheard of, bro. I be feeling bad for this generation because when we lost Biggie and Pac, even niggas like Big L, that shit hurt. Jam Master Jay, we was hurt behind that shit. I can imagine losing 20 niggas. Can you imagine that? 20 niggas we was listening to at that time.
Niggas know each other now from the internet and private planes. I'm finna come there, I'm finna do a song with you, I'm finna do a show with you.
They festivals together.
Man, come on, these niggas really be building bonds like quicker than the old school.
Yeah. So social media allows them to, I'm in your DM, man. We talking to DM all the time. See, they be posting each other conversations and shit when they get into it.
I remember Gates and Moneybag used to go live every week, talking to each other, just telling each other how much they love each other.
So that's you know what I mean? So it's like, I couldn't imagine, like, I'm segueing to what happened to the brother Takeoff the other day, rest in peace, but I couldn't imagine that. Like, I just couldn't imagine it because I remember being a teenager when Biggie and Pac got killed and that shit fucked us up. We was fucked up behind that. Everywhere, like Audie said, the most gangsterous niggas I knew was crying when I went to the hood. The big homie OG niggas was balling when them niggas died when I went to the hood, bro. Like, damn, like Pop. Especially Pop. You know what I'm saying? But even when I was out in Philly, because my sister lived in Philly at that time, I went out to Philly like right after Biggie died. You know what I'm saying? Probably like that. They was fucked up out there. And this Philly, I never even made it to Brooklyn or nothing. We was in Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine what Brooklyn was like.
Come on, man. So that's what I'm saying. I couldn't imagine today. Like,
these niggas used to that shit.
This shit is happening every day.
Every car got a pole and it's different.
Like, like motherfuckers is really numb to this shit. Like, the nigga Takeoff is probably the biggest nigga. Bro, the Migos been a part of the culture for 10 years, my nigga.
They this culture.
They this culture.
They are. I mean, like, they culture kind of more drill and Migos. But
I grew up with
But I'm saying, like, but what it grew into now.
So, like a brother like him, he's been rapping for 10 years. Migos dropped when he became a rapper. When he said I would be a rapper, that's the same time they dropped as a group.
Yeah.
Lil Buddy was only 28 years old, and he been in the game since he was 17, 18 years old. Bando came out, he was 17 years old on Bando. So at 28, he already a vet. You know what I'm saying? They've been the shit for 10 years. Strong. That fast, he's gone.
You know,
like it give me very TLC Left Eye vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of them. Like this one is like I was hurt by Dolph and Dip and other niggas, but this nigga been with us for a minute. Like you know what I mean? Like
you done been down there.
Migos is big, bro. Like even when I look at Atlanta rappers posting about this nigga, like Cy Ryder Kid or Cy the Prince or JID, they showing old shit of the Migos when they dreads wasn't even that long. Like damn, I forgot how close knit that Atlanta music scene is, because when niggas blow up, you don't really see them around each other as much as they used to. But on the come up, Thug and all them niggas, they was all together. The Rich Kids, Schoolie, all them niggas was together, bro. On the come up, you know what I mean?
Do y'all get down like that? Like y'all generation, like in Milwaukee, you niggas?
Nah,
Jam
I mean,
like that?
No, you got. I feel like in Milwaukee, a lot of niggas be hating. So you know what I'm saying. Like how Atlanta and places like Detroit, you know what I'm saying. Other little spots are group up the whole city down there. I feel like I don't want to speak about shit, but I don't like want to really do that type of shit just because of how many niggas. You know what I'm saying. Milwaukee is like each clique fuck with their own clique. You will have like 10, 20 niggas. So it's like different groups and shit, but. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like the whole high Atlanta. It was a movement, the whole city. You know what I mean? But if Milwaukee was to be like we, you know what I'm saying? We get out of here.
Yeah, it's definitely it's strength in numbers. That's what we were just talking about collaboration earlier in the show. It's strength in numbers.
Same shit with us. Like we vibe when we around each other, but like ain't no way I supposed to drop any record and not have them niggas featured on my shit. You know what I'm saying? But everybody got their own baby.
I've been preaching that shit for 20 years.
I would think y'all niggas did that shit because all y'all got so much in common.
But okay, so they do in pockets.
Yeah, right. It ain't all of them. It'll be these 2 or 3 niggas fuck with, like he said. It'll be these couple of groups of niggas fucking with each other, but they don't fuck with them niggas. Then these groups of niggas fuck. Like it ain't collective.
You gotta do it.
No, I'm with it.
You gotta do it. Sometimes you just gotta show up and black out and be like, we finna do a song.
Video. It's different.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's you gotta have that energy. Like I can only do so much. Like I be trying to pull motherfuckers together all the time. Like I got records with motherfuckers together on it you wouldn't believe was gonna do a record together. Right? But I can only do that so much.
So is it more or less on the gatekeepers or the artists or both? I think like equally young artists.
But that shit is easy. Y'all rap shit is the artists. They I mean, because all they gotta do is smack the club one time when they join together and they open it.
So it's gotta be a mentality thing here because you're right. Like
that shit is real systematic.
Yeah, fact.
And it's embedded so hard that. That's why they say Milwaukee is one of the most segregated cities.
Even amongst your race, you be segregated.
Because it is just we wired.
I also feel like a lot of these things is not real rap. They rap, but they're not rappers. Because the rappers, the real rappers, the ones who they take this shit seriously, this their life. They fuck with everybody. They love music
because that's how the coast. That's how you eat it. In
10 years, like 10 years, like a lot of niggas can't say that. A lot of niggas, like I'm not gonna say no name, but it's a certain little nigga that's out here that was rock. Like I'm gonna say Looney Baby. I don't know him like that, but I don't know. Like I ain't heard of him 10 years doing nothing. That he just came out and then like damn, I remember when Dog was doing it. Like I can hear that if it was, and they don't even know like he was Lil Q or something. Yeah. Like dog, I've been watching niggas since he was a kid. He was on BET. This internet shit, it can change your life. So it'll take a street nigga who ain't a rapper. He said, I'm a trapper. I'm just gonna take the T off. I'm a rapper right now, goddamn. And he made it. He just make the right joint.
Facts. And be around the right people.
But I would definitely be jamming with niggas. Like, I don't know, man. That's Milwaukee.
Like, you don't think the Atlanta niggas think Thug different? I'm
yeah,
sure
but now everybody want to fuck with
exactly,
Thug.
but they want to do a record with Thug. You don't think they think Uzi different? Cardi, they think them niggas is different, but them boys do numbers. So them street niggas is trying to do records with them niggas all the time.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, that's what Dime Point is. And even mine, in collaboration, is strength in numbers. And this is a numbers game now that we play. It ain't even about getting people to go to the record stores and buy this shit no more. It's strictly numbers. So your social media imprint, my social media imprint together on a record that people like. And all we do is sit back and we wait on the money to come in and out. You know what I'm saying? That's what the game is. That's why you see so many industry niggas collab. Tonight, Drake and 21 Savage are dropping an album. That's strictly for analytics. I got it. As soon as I said it, I said, oh, this nigga Drake is a genius.
Drake and Future stay.
Yeah. But they both, yeah, Drake and Future, they know
the work.
The numbers. You know what I mean? Drake people, them, you know, them Jewish boys, them nerd college boys sitting in the room like, yeah, Drake, so you and 21 Savage, that Jimmy Cook's record, it's one of the biggest records of the year. Guys, let's do an album. Yeah. Give us about 8 more of those. We'll put it out. Boom. And it's all. And what you think it's gonna do? It's gonna debut at number 1. They're gonna play it this weekend. Like when it dropped tonight, this all you about to hear all weekend. That's how this should go because they know. And the numbers, it's all about the numbers. You know what I mean? So Taylor Swift just broke all kind of records this week. First week sales was crazy.
What she do?
Like 1.7 million.
That's unheard of now.
Million. Yeah.
That's Lil
Soul,
Wayne.
though.
That's Lil Wayne. Back in early 2000s.
Sold though, not streamed. She sold 1.7 million. They put their credit card number on their phone and bought that. Wayne did it when we could go to the store and get the shit still. She did it on motherfucker had to put their personal information in the phone. Like, dude.
They pre-ordered that shit.
That too. Yeah, they probably did pre-orders too. You know she had pre-orders. But I'm just showing you where the game is at right now. You ain't even gotta be that dope like that. You know what I'm saying? You have a social media presence, you can do all kind of fucking numbers.
I don't know if they just said they dropped it tonight. They don't even got more than
Bro, no.
They just dropped
Young Boy. Look at Young Boy. He don't do no promo for that shit. We find out 3 days before that shit finna drop, and that shit do his audience
already streamed it 1 billion.
Yeah, his audience go get that shit as soon as it hit, nigga. He don't have a video, he don't be having shit. Nigga can't even tour, do no shows. Numbers every single fucking time. I wanted to ask y'all about the Kyrie shit. Y'all think about this Kyrie shit, man?
What you doing right now?
Kyrie had to apologize for posting a tweet about him watching the movie that's on Amazon called Hebrews to Negroes because it has anti-Semitic comments or tones in it. So right now he's suspended. So today they suspended him for 5 games.
At least he watched the movie.
Because he watched the movie.
Like he tweeted.
But he tweeted the link out to people, for other people.
It's essentially they're doing a comedy. They try to cancel all the motherfuckers who really watch out. Like they try to really put people on game. The same shit. Trying to cancel.
I think the Kyrie shit is like a blatant example of that they don't want us to know who we are. Like,
and I mean, to be honest, it's so fucked up that like I'm just keep it real, but nobody knows who knows who they are. Like, you can even do your ancestry shit on them.
Oh, that shit's
forgettable. That shit real. Like,
they prove that shit.
Unless you don't really dig deep and go all the way back to try to find like who your great grandparents were owned by. Like, you don't know all the blood that came through your body that made your genes that came up to make you. Like, so whether Kyrie does believe he's whatever, and then we all know how if you speak about the Jews, you know what time it is. But even on them, they shouldn't be like that. Everybody should be able to feel how they want to feel. But that it ain't like that. And even if you feel like that, It's some church. I don't care if we ain't woke person or whatever they said. That's happy in their life. Their bills is paid. They leave their lineage is gonna be good. They don't care about that shit. Everybody don't care about that shit. Too. Everybody care about the now. Like I can't. Even if I do know I'm the true person of the true children of Israel or whatever, what is it going to do for me today? Just fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. And that shit get you in trouble, but I get it. It don't make you no worker than me. And you can say that when you got $1 million already.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah, when you woke all right. You woke up to $1 billion, motherfucker. You woke all right. Like, come on, man. Play ball, man. I mean, and I get it, but like I said, motherfuckers don't even want to play no more. They done gave the money. Now you just be like, nah, I just want to.
He got a ring and shit.
I want to be a philosopher. He Ricky Williams or something now. You know, he finding himself and shit.
Yeah. My thing with the niggas is kind of like what you say. Man, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but then are you saying shut up and dribble?
No, I'm not saying shut up and dribble. I'm saying there's an agenda on our side too, right? You niggas gotta shut the fuck up.
And you damn near go fuck it up the other motherfucker.
Facts. And we behind
like, oh, y'all starting to believe y'all starting to believe shit? Oh, y'all think y'all woke? I'll put you niggas to sleep. That's fucked up.
Like we talked about this on Tuesday, but I'm a Star Wars fan. So I was watching Andor this week. The name of the episode was Nobody's Listening. The dude was locked up, and they planning to escape. Like the Empire is so strong, they don't listen to them. They're not listening to what's going on themselves because they think that you have the audacity to try it, right? So that's where we at as a people. That's where we at right now.
So his mistake is tweeting the link.
Shut the fuck up. You knew you caught some knowledge. You knew you caught some knowledge, right? But you gonna tell everybody that oh man,
I got it.
I got it.
I'm trying to share it with y'all. You gonna forget it before we get there,
bro. DM it.
So look, so let me say this. So if you get put onto some new knowledge, you don't want to put your people onto that.
Bro, I want to put my people onto it. I don't want to put the people who I'm talking about on to be knowing.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Like,
you feel me?
Kyrie followers is mostly white people.
Twitter, look, think about it. We got many million followers. We got those.
DM it.
But I mean, yeah, you got to do it to a way you don't get if we live in a cancel culture. And then
motherfucker really have to do it at home. Really, all that shit.
We should be able to, but we can't. We behind enemy lines.
We the only ones can't. Yeah, we the black ones can't.
Even with our own people, we can't do what we want to do. You can't shoot dice. You can't go to Roscoe. You can't do none of that shit.
Somebody told me today, my nigga Aaron said, we the only race that we got to jump up and down, burn shit, be martyrs,
die for shit.
That's, we doing all that shit like fake motherfuckers, right? You know what I mean? And I ain't knocking them. We got to do all that shit, tear up our own shit to be heard. But all them motherfuckers got to do it from a seat to say, I don't like that. But they get a bill.
But you know why? Because they did that already. They did all the tearing all the shit up, being martyrs, all that shit. They did it. See, we're afraid to do what they did. That's how they got in power.
We think it's old to us already.
Right. We think it's old to us.
It is, but sometimes you gotta take that shit.
But yeah, if a motherfucker if the person you in the deal with is finessing you, then eventually you gotta.
They got all the power. You gotta take this shit.
Yeah, you gotta take it.
But it depends. It's how you take it. Like somebody be telling me, like, all you do, like you catch more bees. What they say, you catch more bees with honey, and whatever the song is like. So I get it.
It's. I would say black people are scared. We're scared. We're scared of them. We're not scared of each other.
Right.
We're scared of them.
Said that.
And so, at some point, we have to not be scared. Or we can shut the fuck up and win the war by attrition. Because they an endangered species anyway.
We gotta start raising each other. We gotta start raising ourselves. So.
See, the problem with this shit is systematically it's already in there for somebody to like fuck it up. Yeah. So for instance, I know it was like gang shit, but I always reference like Nipsey's death. Like when Nipsey was building all that shit over there and he was growing in the community and giving people opportunities, they didn't want that shit. And to the point where they had one of his own do it. That's how they do that shit. Same thing they did to Malcolm X. Like that's how they do it. They had one of your own do it.
Man, because doing that shit.
They've been doing that since slavery.
Yeah, because systematically.
That's why they put the nigga in the house.
Because systematically,
even before that.
That's how it's set up.
They went over there and gave certain tribes gunpowder. Yeah. And they said, oh, we need some niggas for this fire shit, for these guns. Just like Chicago now. Ain't a gun store in Chicago. But everything you got a phone.
I didn't even ever think about that part.
You know? So
that's crazy.
And they shooting each other with the bow. Let's give it to you by white men. It's crazy. We fucked up. We fucked up. Damn. It's like if the motherfucker first give a black kid a ball, first thing he ain't thinking like, I'm gonna run up to this white society and catch them while they all in their here. He's like, I'm gonna go by the corner store. I'm gonna catch like it's because he know what come with that over there. So,
I wish a nigga would.
This is fucked up.
I wish a nigga would.
It's fucked up.
It's sad. It's sad because in 1963 they killed our fight. They killed all the fight we had. They took out. Yeah.
You talking about with Dr. King?
And Malcolm.
Oh no, yeah.
Both.
Goes to Oklahoma.
Yep.
Bombing churches and shit. Yeah, all that shit, nigga.
They know how to quell an uprising.
But now they just doing it.
Yeah.
The drill shit. They're like, fucking, we'll let them do our job for us.
Because they know systematically that we'll put it in jail. We gonna be envious if Cardi blow up.
Yeah.
Cardi blow up tomorrow, we start having money and shit. We just somebody in our circle gonna be jealous of that shit.
Do something to a nigga.
I don't like that shit, B. Remember Rebellion?
Yep.
I don't like that shit, B. Nigga DMX made strip. Remember him? It's always gonna be one of them, though, because that's how the crab in the barrel systematically shit is set up that way. The haves and the have-nots. Yeah.
They know how to quell an uprising.
Yeah, that's why I said like it takes one of these niggas to be like, I'll make a record with every motherfucker. Like, dude, this ain't about that. This ain't about no bitches. It ain't about no who got the most money. It ain't got about who got all the best cars. Motherfucker, it ain't about who got the best car, the fastest. We just gonna make some cold music, everybody, and all of us can eat off this shit. And it ain't like this ain't no. You hear what people say? I'm trying to make a collaboration album. It ain't no collaboration. This is my shit. Y'all on my shit.
Yeah, you on my song.
And then I'm gonna come fuck with y'all. I'm teaching y'all how to fish right quick. You know, but niggas just gotta do that shit.
To switch gears a little bit, can your girl have a male best friend?
Yeah. Look, I have a female best friend. What?
I mean, you older, so you probably more like, probably like more. I don't know, but I'm younger. I don't know. I just like because these young niggas, like,
oh yeah, they trying to stack.
If one of my females, got a male best friend, I know what they own. You feel me? I feel like motherfuckers be older, they probably be like more on the smoother type of time, man.
Trying to crack that.
Still be on that shit.
They still be on that. Young niggas really on that type of time.
Yeah, they be forcing. Still be on that.
They fucking bro. They fucking best friend.
No, because like
I mean, but 9 times out of 10, this motherfucker they fucked with before anyway. They had a different relationship.
Yep.
Like everybody's relationships ain't the same. Like just because I fuck with this motherfucker don't mean, and I don't fuck with this motherfucker no more. Don't mean that we hate each other.
Yeah, exactly. That's
They
true.
can have a male best friend if he's gay.
What they say, bro? If he gay?
If he gay.
Only if he gay.
Only if he gay.
Wow.
Stupid.
Trail, what they say? I can't even see it.
Alan said he definitely trying to crack that taco. Even if she ain't on there.
Hey, he own it.
Yeah.
He own it. Do you know how he got in the friend zone? Let me let y'all know how he got in the friend zone. Because he tried to crack.
Yeah, you only end up in the friend zone when you try to crack. Because how else do you get there? You don't get there without trying.
You don't just meet a girl. You don't just meet a girl at the mall and be like, "You cool people, let's hang out." No, you tried to crack and got put in the friend zone.
But then you can't say that's necessarily true, right? Because
I should have zoomed in on
it depends on the character of the motherfucker. Because like every motherfucker ain't. I don't know. Every nigga ain't on that time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you be like, some niggas is like eccentric, bad motherfuckers in his circle, all that. He be like, shit, I ain't like, he might have a chick, but his friends might be fine as a motherfucker too. Like, it depends on what kind of motherfucker.
I mean, I'm going to question the sexuality.
No, I said he might have a girl already.
He might have a girl already.
He might have a girl already.
His homegirls is fine.
His homegirls is fine too. His girls is fine. It's just
now his girls is different from it being his best friend. That's different.
You can have a best friend like that though.
Bro, if your best friend cold, you done tried to crack.
Damn.
I said you probably have or you haven't. You probably have or haven't.
It depends on what type of nigga you is.
I was listening to a nigga you was
what time when you meet them, motherfucker. Like you never know where you meet a person.
They not gay, bro. Because it ain't every chick that I ever clicked with and was on that type of time where I wasn't trying to smash all of them. With some of them, I just like the conversation. We smoke, they cool.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's the question: did you smash some of them?
OG said,
did you smash some of them?
I mean, that's the most probably.
Yeah, then you would have smashed them all. No, and so your girl should not be comfortable.
To go to Audie's point is some, and Cardi's point is some that I didn't though. So that it depends on what type of time you're on.
Right,
bro.
but okay,
you're not on that type of time.
I'm talking about precedent.
I'm saying.
I'm talking about precedent and people's level of comfortability. Right? If I know my girl that smashed her homie before. It's not might not be this homie, but she just smashed a homie before. They was running around calling each other best friend and all of that other shit. They fucking bro and sis.
But what if you know already?
I don't want you hanging with no niggas like that. Huh?
You know already. But
Before
you started dating.
That's a good question.
What if you know already? And you know they was cool, but then you like, shit, I'm gonna push up. And it'd be your turn. What?
Am I comfortable with this relationship?
Remember what I was talking about earlier?
Am I? You don't want to jump. Allowing it to happen. Allowing it to happen and being and coming to some kind of agreement with yourself that you okay with this is different from being uncomfortable with it. I can still be uncomfortable.
Comfortable in what they know. I mean, you ain't. I don't know.
Said facts.
Huh?
Kenneth said facts. What Artie said.
I mean,
you gotta know her mannerism and her character.
You know who she's sleeping with every night.
And I mean, to me, shout out to Michael J. Curtis. You know what I mean? Our LBGTQ brother of the show, representative of the show. And he says, man, straight niggas be putting their pussies on when we had these kind of conversations. And I'm starting to agree with it. It's giving little dick energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, being concerned with that type of shit, I really don't. Like, okay, my thing is let's say,
it make them look at you funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gotta play the game.
Let's say Shorty might have, smashed some niggas that I know before me and her became serious, right? How do I look realistically? judging her when I done smashed all kind of motherfuckers before I knew her too.
Man,
I probably done smashed people that she know.
Niggas want a virgin with great pussy.
Don't they? That's not realistic. We talk about women not being realistic. Niggas don't be realistic with that type of shit either. For real, bro.
I love that y'all brought that up because that's a totally different. That's a totally different feeling. That's a totally different feeling from knowing that when you're not around, a motherfucker that has tried to crack your bitch, they hang out together. She go by his crib. You know what I'm saying? Like that's different. That's different from knowing that a nigga that cracked your bitch. I would certainly hope a nigga has cracked my bitch, especially at this age. I would certainly hope a nigga has cracked my bitch once or twice because I'm 40.
That means you a thin ice, pal. She go to that nigga house.
Right.
Why she going over there?
You a thin ice, pal.
You done fucked up.
Like, what, she going over there? Oh, nigga.
Right. But that's,
hey, look, I'm quiet.
Is $50 enough money to take a woman on a date?
Absolutely not.
Oh, damn.
Absolutely not.
Receipt, dog.
The movies cost more than $50.
Live, Friday Tuesday.
I mean,
From the ladies in the back.
ladies in the back.
Popcorn is free.
See, I don't know all this. Like,
Quest card at the gas station.
Okay.
I take my snacks too though. I ain't gonna even front. That green card get action. That green card get action.
I mean that motherfucker.
Hey, wait. Alan said if she go to his house, y'all ain't together no more.
This came from a young brother.
It depends on what type of chick you with.
Yep. Some of them like chicken. Some of them like chicken wings. Some of them like cars.
You don't even need 50.
Right.
I don't know, Kenneth. I don't know. That you got to
Like
that shit out the window. You at this nigga house.
Little spot.
You slip and fall on that.
Right. You want to, you know what I'm saying? Up top.
Yeah.
So you can impress the one that you trying to impress Cardi with. You can get that done with 50. Okay.
I mean, no. I mean, yeah, I can.
You can. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a question on you. No, this is on you. This ain't about the other nigga.
It's on me. I could definitely. I'm just a different type of nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Because when we had the ladies here and I asked this question, Bree said you could take me on walks and the lake and shit. She like that type of shit. That don't cost no money.
You know, they say that though, but they really want some other shit. You feel me?
You gotta catch him, dog.
That's true too, but you catch him at the right time.
Catch him at the right time, like.
And you gotta have imagination.
That's why they
Be creative.
Imagination, be creative.
See, that ain't one of my strong points.
It's a fucking. I'm looking out my wallet.
One trick pony.
Looking out my wallet.
You know, me and Audie come from that era like Nas said, man, we ain't got no game. These bitches just understand our story. You know what I'm saying? That's the era we come from. I ain't got no game. Bitch just understand my story. But she gonna like me. But she got to like me. Can't even be no aesthetics and no bells and whistles to it. She just got the like heart. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, like when you want to play, you gotta be ready to play. You want, you know, you shooting at that chick that be like, and every time I see her, that bag costs more than my tennis shoes. You know what it is already. You know what it is already. So
that's true.
I might lowball her though. Bargaining system.
Nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like, you want to go to Dallas? Like, you want to go to where?
That's what I'm saying. Bucks
helicopter
Bucks
game.
game.
You go Groupon.
Bucks tickets and shit. You know what I mean? Two for the price of one. Be sitting damn near on the floor on Groupon, on the real. She gonna think you dropped the bag on that shit. One of them niggas sitting front row might have fucked her before, but hey, like I said, if it wasn't on your time, boss, don't even be worried about it.
I say this, man. You dating me time, I'm gonna date me they prime.
Yeah, right? That's how you gotta view it. You know what I mean?
It's my turn.
Yeah, that's how you gotta view it. And on that note, man, this was episode 165 of the Slicktalk with Scalez podcast, man. We had the homie Audie in the building. We had the homie Cardi in the building, you know what I'm saying?
Dog shit right quick.
Episode was lit, you know what I mean? Love to these brothers. Let them know where they can get the album. What you got out right now?
It's called I'm Trying to Tell You Something. It's streaming on every musical platform, you know, that's out right now. Social media, you can meet me on Instagram at Adi_MKE. That's ADI. Adi underscore MKE. I'm at YouTube, Adi MKE, Facebook, Adi R Moore, my real name, and I got a artist page, the Imperfect page.
For sure. So, for sure. Trying to tell you something out right now. Go get that shit. It's available everywhere. Real R&B. R&B is not dead because niggas like Cardi ain't letting that shit die. On that note, Cardi, let them know what we doing this weekend, baby.
And shit, motherfucker, tap out to the Miller Highlight Theater. Goddamn, your boy Boosie coming to the city. I'm opening up for the boy. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a movie at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Tickets at Bouchard for the motherfuckers who watching that shit. Still go get tickets for the still some left.
Yeah, you know this is
No,
Modesto's fine.
Oh yeah, we
Walk uptown. You know?
Tickets selling like the motherfucker, but it's still a couple tickets.
Oh no, they've been getting on my nerves about the motherfuckers. Trust me, that bitch don't sell out. Boosie sell out every time he comes.
Every time.
Yeah, every time he
And
comes.
then Cardi Banks, that's my social media for everything. Cardi CARTI and Banks BANKX, not an S, it's an X. So shit on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud.
Shout out to these brothers for tapping in with us, man. Shout out to y'all for tapping in with us, man. We will see y'all next week. This is the Slick Talk with Scalez podcast. We are out.
Real shit.